Hello everyone. This recording was made following the public information meeting on the 15th of January regarding the planning application for a development agreement at 162 Jones Road. It is the same presentation that was presented, however the audio may not be exactly word for word for what was said on the date and time of the public information meeting. So my name is Perry Bowman. I am the planner assigned to this application. Logan Morse is the applicant, and Christina Sappington is the councillor for District 8. The purpose of this presentation and the meeting that was held on the 15th of January is to inform the public of the application, to explain the planning policies that enable this application to occur, and to receive preliminary feedback from the public for any questions or comments, noting that no decisions have been formed on this application at this time. So this is the development agreement process. It is the steps that we follow going through the planning application process. It starts with a completed application being received. Following that is the first step is to hold a public information meeting so that we can present the application to the public and get an understanding if there are any concerns in relation to the application or if there are any questions that we can answer. Following that, there is a staff review. During that time, we would refer the application out for comments to other bodies with jurisdiction. For instance, the road, or Jones Road, is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Public Works, so we would refer the application to them. Following the staff review, we present the application to the Village Commission to get their feedback and understand if they have any questions or comments. Following that, a recommendation is formed by the Planning Advisory Committee, which is then forwarded on to the full Municipal Council at initial consideration. At initial consideration, the full Municipal Council will vote on whether to authorise a public hearing. Prior to any public hearing, properties within 500 feet will be notified by mail, and an ad will be placed on the municipal website and on the municipal social media. Following a public hearing is final consideration, where the full municipal council will vote and make a decision on the application, and following the decision there is a 14-day appeal period. This is a map of the County of Kings with the red circle indicating the approximate location of the subject site within the village of New Minas. So this is an aerial image of the subject site. The site is approximately 1.01 acres in area and has approximately 162 feet of street frontage to Jones Road. The site is surrounded on 3 sides by 158 Jones Road. There is an existing building on the site which has historically been used for a range of commercial and industrial uses, but has been slowly converted into residential units over time. The site is across the road from Jerry's RV Trailer Service Centre, and the Harvest Moon or Rail Trail is approximately 400 feet to the north of the subject site. So, in regards to the proposal, a development agreement is proposed on this site to permit the expansion of a non-conforming residential use in a non-conforming building from 5 residential units to 8 residential units. So what does it mean when I say non-conforming? In respect to use, it means an existing use of land that is not permitted in the zone and is lawfully in existence on the date of the adoption of this bylaw, which is the 21st of November 2019. And in respect to the structure or building, it means an existing structure on the land that does not meet the applicable requirements of the land use bylaw, but was lawfully in existence on the date of the adoption of this bylaw, which is the, again, 21st of November 2019. So in respect to applicable requirements, that might be something like front and side setbacks or lot area, amongst other things. Okay, so just to dive into the existing conditions, we have a 5 residential unit building 2 residential units are currently located in the upper floor. So this is one residential unit which is accessed by the staircase on the northern side of the building, Jones Road at the top of the slide, and then a second residential apartment accessed by the stairs at the front of the building. We then have units 3, 4, and 5 currently located in the lower section of the building with access via the front of the building and via the deck to the southern end of the building. So this is a floor plan of the basement level of the building. I have images of the site on the next coming slides so we can show you a bit more about where their expected access will be from. But we're looking at the supposed unit 8 under the northern end of the building, and then proposed units 6 and 7 at the southern end of the building. So this is a zoning map of the site and surrounding area. The site is located in the light industrial commercial zone. The light industrial commercial zone prioritizes less intense industrial uses and commercial uses servicing the industrial sector. The land to the south of the site is located in the environmental constraints O1 zone, which means the land is prone to flooding. The site is also identified as being in an environmentally sensitive area, which indicates based on newer mapping that the site could either be flood prone or has significant slope of greater than 20 degrees. The land to the east or southeast is located in the comprehensive neighbourhood development zone and is intended for future large-scale planned residential neighbourhoods. The site is also within the new Minas wellfield protection overlay. However, residential uses do not trigger permitting consent under that. So this is the future land use designation map, which outlines the general intent of the use of the land. The map shows the sites and surrounds are within the industrial designation, and the land to the south is in the residential designation. So again, the designation kind of outlines the general intent of the use of the land, but the municipal planning strategy does provide policy which specifies where other uses not in line with that general intent can be allowed within a designation. But we'll discuss that further in a moment. So these are some site images. This is looking at the subject site from Jones Road. This is looking at the access to the rear of the building. So as you can see, there's a significant slope from the, road level down to the rear. This is looking at the rear of the building where the expected entrance for apartments 6 and 7 will be. At the moment, I believe the laundry is accessed via this door. It is proposed to be moved. And then in this approximate location is where the entrance for apartment 8 is proposed to be. So, what is a development agreement? They are a legal contract between the municipality and the property owner. It enables uses that would not otherwise be permitted in the zone. They place site-specific conditions on the location and design of a development, and they run with the land until discharged by council. The Municipal Planning Strategy Policy 3.0.3 asks that we consider only by development agreement the expansion of a non-conforming use in a structure in all designations. In evaluating such development agreements, council shall be satisfied that point A, the use will not adversely impact adjacent land uses. Point B, adequate buffering, setback, or separation distances are maintained to reduce visual and other impacts on surrounding uses. Point C, the expanded use is not obnoxious by virtue of noise, odor, dust, vibration, smoke, or other emission. Point D, adequate provision is made for acceptable maintenance and appearance of the expansion. And point E, the proposal meets the general development criteria as set out in section 5.3 development agreements and amending the land use bylaw. With respect to the Point E of the last slide, it asks us to consider Municipal Planning Strategy Policy 5.3.7. So below are the criteria we would consider. Again, as stated before, when I gave the example that the road authority is the Department of Public Works, the County of Kings is not the body of jurisdiction for some of the criteria, and where that is the case, it is noted. So we need to consider if the proposal is consistent with the intent of the municipal planning strategy. Does the proposal conflict with any municipal or provincial programs, bylaws, or regulations? Is there any financial impact to the municipality? Are the land uses compatible? Is there adequate schools, recreation, and other community facilities in proximity to the site? Would this proposal create traffic hazards or congestion? Is there adequate fire protection services and equipment available? Is there adequate sewer and water services available? Is there the potential for flooding or serious drainage problems? And is the site suitable? Once again, this is the development agreement process. It starts with us receiving a completed application. Following that, we hold a public information meeting where we present the application to the public and ask questions in regards to any concerns that have been raised. Following that, there is a staff review where we refer the application out to any bodies with jurisdiction. Following that, we present the application to the Village Commission and again ask for any feedback or questions. Following that is the Planning Advisory Committee. The Planning Advisory Committee puts forward a recommendation to the full Municipal Council at initial consideration. At initial consideration, the full Municipal Council will vote on to whether to proceed with a public hearing. Prior to a public hearing, properties within 500 feet will be notified again via mail. Following the public hearing is final consideration where the full Municipal Council will make a decision on the application. And following that decision, there is a 14-day appeal period. So if anyone has any questions or comments following this presentation, please either give me a call at 902-690-6150 or you can email me at pbowman@countyofkings.ca, and my name again is Perry Bowman and I am the planner assigned to this application.